Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nilesh and you're watching Techie Programmer. And today in this video we are going to talk about building a COVID application using tkinter and some data analysis using Python. And let's build it. So let me show you the demo of the program or the project, how it runs and how the things are interpreted. And there is a pretty cool small little graph. I guess it's big. So I'll just show you the demo video. Just have a look and then we'll dive into the code where I'll be explaining you how the code works. Well, that's pretty easy. Then once that is done, then we'll discuss what to do. So let's dive into my code. See you there. So we're back on my screen here, so let me dive into the code. Just minimize this camera window. Okay, let me keep it here. Let me go through my favorite IDE, PyCharm. Yep. Okay, so this is the code. Well, this is not that big. Actually, you can just type it all. Let me just show you the demo first. Hit on run. Okay, I need to connect it to internet. So before that, my device is not connected to internet and it says connected equals false. So this is just a check for a network connection. Okay, so let me just close this program, go back to my, yes, it's now connected. Let me hit on run. Yep, it's just taking time. Okay, here it is, and here you can see COVID app connected equals true. The UI is not that great. You can just modify after running the same code. Then let me just make you or just demo you for India, INDIA. Let me just type on India and hit on search. Okay, so here we have a graph, and okay, let me just show you that. First let me just describe you the graph. Here you can see here there is a data and here there is a count. I guess this should be reversed. Okay, let me do that. And here you can see this is a confirmed number of graph and this is active, so you can just compare, like there are low deaths and high recovery compared to the active cases and all. And you can just save the file also, like clicking on here and it will be a scale format as PNG. You can just hit on save or you can just cancel it. You can zoom, okay, and then well, you can just return to home, the previous screen, or you can just change the size of this, like where it should be, top, height and all. Let me just close this, and after I hit this X or close that, here I can have the data or the direct data, or what we can say, a numerical data here on the screen on the tkinter GUI. So what I'll do is let me change it to some other country. Let me just type it for Germany, GERMANY, and hit on search. Okay, so the graph has been plotted. You can see here that the recovery rate is high when confirmed and the active number of cases is too low and deaths are also too low. So this is the graphical representation. Okay, let me then, after done that, here you can see the numerical data has been printed out. So this is the basic application. Let me show you the code. Let's jump into the code. So first of all, I'm using tkinter for the GUI or the graphical user interface, and I'm just using this URL request in order to check my connection, that you can see that if the connected equals true or connected equals false, and date and time, just in order to check the time of update of that particular API or that particular library. Then this is the library that I'm using in order to get the data. Okay, this is COVID. You can just check on entering pip install COVID. And matplotlib and Seaborn. I'm using Seaborn and matplotlib just in order to plot the graphs, numpy and pandas to work on the data that I get from COVID. So here you can see I have created a geometry of 600 in x 200, Then I'm making a connection request where I'm checking for the if the it is connecting to Google, and if that connection is opened or it's true, then it returns true, this particular function. And if the connection is true, then what I'm going to do is I'm just creating a GUI for my base window, that is heading net status, or net status is nothing but the connection, and it says connected equals to, based on if it is true it sets to true, if it is false it sets back to false. And the enter the name of the country, you can just check that out, these all particular GUI things. And then I'm making that confirm active deaths and all that kind of the just let me just run this and show you again. Okay, here it is. So whenever we search for something like INDIA and search. Okay, let me just close this. Well, you can see this country equals to India, and confirm number of this, all these GUI things are from these are this particular labels. Okay, then these have been fixed with a grid method in tkinter. If you are familiar with tkinter, then you can just play around and adjust your data wherever you want. And this is a like show graph function where I'm using it's actually, let me go down here. This is the function that is called on the button tap or when we hit on search. So once this is called, it will check for the test. If the test is true, that is the if the data is your device is connected to internet, then this is just the access of data from the COVID, that particular library. Then we are getting the data. Then this, I'm converting that particular data into a data frame using pandas. Then I'm getting just doing a selection where country name, that is the entered name from the particular that entry box, and then we are comparing with the country. I'm just lowering the string. You can just get it get the idea on how things are working here. Then converting that into array, then from array I'm accessing the data. Okay, then I'm accessing the time, then that converting the time into the normal timestamp. Then let me just printing it as last update. This is the updated time, that is 2020-8/6, and at 11:4:57. And then after the data is fetched, then I'm just pasting it into my particular GUI, wherein I'm saying country is equals to India, confirm is equals to XYZ, active is equals to XYZ, recover is equals to XYZ. Then I'm just calling the show graph function, wherein I'm passing this particular DFN. DFN is nothing but my particular old this selected data. For example, if I'm current the country name is India, then that particular line for India is been selected and is stored in DFN, and it is passed, and that particular passed argument comes here, and from that we are going to just select confirmed, active, deaths, and recover, because these are the data that we are going to plot. Then I'm just making a transpose of it, that is the row is converted to column and column is back converted to row or index. Then once done with this, I'm just using the figure method from matplotlib, and this is the function. So I'm just creating the columns. So this is the column. Then once they are like done, I'm just putting that plot to the bar plot. I'm using Seaborn, wherein I'm using Seaborn for plotting a bar plot. Then x is equals to ndf. This is particular, if you are not familiar with this, you can just copy paste this, or else this is something like bar plot has two axes, one is x and one is y. So wherein the x-axis I am plotting the indexes. You can just analyze this using Jupyter notebook, wherein you can just like execute one line after the line, and you will be getting that particular data, so that you will be getting an idea what ndf.index means and y equals to column means. So this is in this, what we are going to do is it will be particular single column, that column will be passed as y, then data is equals to ndf. This is the data set that we are going to work on. So this is x, this is y, and this is the data set. And then the graph will be in particular square bracket. So in order to remove the top and the right, sorry, left side of the column. We just despine that particular using Seaborn. Then after that we are just adding that particular line or this, well, let me search it again. Okay, so this particular data here we can see 19 blah 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 and 59 blah blah blah. So okay, so this particular data on the top of the bar is added with this function, that is plot.patches. Then once done that, I will just change this. We have made that mistake, that is, that particular should be have been data and this should have been count. Well, let me just check that again, because okay, this should have been count and this should have been data. So let me just fix that. Okay, let me just stop this function, kill it, rerun this. Let me just wait for a few seconds. Yeah, I will just type for Germany, then search. Yep, now you can see this is count and this is data. Okay, so let me just close this. It's working perfectly fine now. Then this function just shows the plot that we have seen right now, and once everything is done, we are just gridding the rest of the things that were remaining and putting that route into the main loop, so that the window is available 24/7 for us to work on. So this is the this is the code that we have made. There are a few particular bugs in this. You can just try to fix them. I'm leaving this project at this particular stage itself, and what you can do is another beautiful idea that you can do or work on is, if I type head, HEAD. I've not yet included this particular idea in this. You can just, if you I will give you the code and you can try this on, and hitting on head and search, what you should do is list the top 5 country names here and graph the 5 countries with the graph, the top 5 countries with the graph. So this is the what you can try for the confirmed cases. So this is the code and you can just type it. And if you want the code file, then what you can do is just subscribe to my channel and send me a screenshot on my technical page, and you can follow it at Instagram. Username is at Techie_programmer. So you can just follow there and look out for the code there. I hope the coding would work out. Then already getting a ready-made file, you can just pause the video and get this done. Let me just make this big so that you can see the code. Let me just scroll down slowly so you can just copy around, pause the video and type the code. So that's it for today. This is 111 lines of code, pretty easy, you can just do it. And in the next video we are going to talk about, or the next vlog is about, how can we make earn money using web scraping technology. So stay tuned for that video. That might build an interest in you. So I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. And if you have any suggestion on this, let me know in the comment section. And if you have worked on this project and you have made some improvements, let me know down in the comment section of the video so that I will have a look. And that's it for today. See you again in the next video.